Okay, the crux of neo soul, the crux of neo soul lies in this what we call the minor nine. All right. So another thing you want to begin to learn is your minor scales. So you're like, okay, you just told me my major scale. Now I got to learn my minor scale. Yes, but your minor scale is going to be easy. Let me give you an easy trick to learn your minor scale. Okay. So let's go back to C. All right. So major scale, minor scale. All right. The easy part of your minor scale is that it's the same notes as the E flat major. So if you're in C and you want to play the minor, go up 1, 2, 3, or a step and a half, and play that major, but start with your root on C and blah, blah, blah. That's what we call the relative minor, relative major relationship. So basically, your C minor scale is the same as your E flat major scale. All right? Your E flat major scale is the same as your C minor scale. So look at this E flat major scale. Play the same scale except start off on C, and that would be your C minor scale. Wait. See what I'm saying? So that's the easier. So when I tell you to learn your minor scale, you don't really have to learn your minor scale. Just know your relationship. Okay, let's do it again. We're in the key to A flat. What's A flat major? What's the minor scale of A flat? Well, what's the major of B? 1, 2, 3. Now let's just play the minor. All right. So that's the relationship. So just go up, just take 3 half steps, 1, 2, 3 half steps, and there you go. That would be your relationship between the major and minor. Okay. So now on to this minor 9. All right. Once again, before you go to the next section, go through all of your major and your minor scales. All right. That's how we do it. So let's look at the let's look at the C minor scale again. Once again, it's the E flat major, but start off on the C. C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C. All right, so now, since we're talking about minor 9s, instead of going off on the major scale, the minor scale would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. All right. So your regular minor chord, here's your C major chord. The minor chord would be, okay, just lift this up. Doesn't that sound pretty? Major. All right. So what happens is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 3 and the 5. All right. So now we call this a minor 9. Now when you say a minor 9, it's almost assumed that you're including the 7 as well. All right. So really the technical name would be a C minor 7, 9. All right. So let's see what that looks like. The 7 in major would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But we're in minor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now 9. I remember I told you this before. After we get to 8, we can start back numbering from 9. Okay? So, if I say a C minor 7, 9, here's my C major, make it minor, add the 7. How do I add the 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Add the 7. Now let's add the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, add the 7, add the 9. And that's a C minor 9. All right? This is the whole C minor 9. We add the 7. So when someone says C minor 9, you just assume you add the 7. If somebody says a C major 9, you're assuming that the 7 is in there. You can leave the 7 off, but it looks ugly. All right? So there we go. So C minor 9, C major 9. So remember, we said C minor 9, so that's based off the minor scale instead of the major scale, what we did before. All right? So we showed you the major scale. But we're talking about the minor 9, so we got to do the minors. You'd be like, but you just taught me the major scale, Jay. I don't know the minor. Yes, you do. If you know the major scale of E flat, then you know the minor of C. So just do an E flat major, but start off on C. There we go. All right. So once again, let's form this C minor 9. Okay. All right. Go from the, here's a C major. You flat the 1, 2, 3. You flat the third. All right. So, and then you say, okay, I want to add the 9 in there. I wanted to add the 9 in there. Okay. Well, you can't add the 9 without adding the 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Flat the third. Or you can count this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, flat the 7, flat the 9. So if you go on the major scale, but we're talking about the minor scale. So this is the minor. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so flat the third. Or it's not, it depends on what, all right, let me tell you, it depends on what your reference is. Some people want a reference from the major scale. If that's the case, then if you reference from the major scale, then 1, 2, 3, flat third, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, flat 7. But you can reference from the minor scale and just say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so there's two references. So if I say I'm flatting the third, I'm referencing from the C major. All right. But now we're referencing from the C minor since we call it a C minor scale. So the third here is 1, 2, 3. So what I'm saying is this E flat is, from a major scale perspective, 1, 2, 3, the flatted third. Or it could just be 1, 2, 3 from a minor scale perspective. All right? Cool. All right. So C major. Got to go with the E flat. All right? Now we want the 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. We want the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So now, if this is called a C minor 9, what we'd like to do is pull the root. What is the root? It is the main thing. So if the name of the chord is C minor 9, then obviously the root would be the C. Okay? So what do we want to do with that C? We want to take this chord that we got and pull this C on out. Pull it out. See it? Pull it out. You see I'm pulling it out? Pull that C on out. Where do I take it? All the way down to the root. All the way down to the root. All right. Now we're starting to get into why neo soul is so cool. So remember, all the way up here, here's a C minor, but we want to take the root all the way out and put it in the bass. Well, let's put it to this bass. We can go to this bass. We can go to this bass. All right, let's take it all the way out and put it in the bass. Okay. Now what do I do with the rest of these chords? right, so we still have a C minor 9. We just took this root out and put it in the red bass. All right, still C minor 9. Now, what we'd like to do with our C minor 9 is something a little different. Now, this is called a first inversion. Why is it the first inversion? Because the C is the first. We're going through the whole scale. They're all in sequence here, how they're supposed to be. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. They're all in sequence. So that's why we call this the first inversion. We don't like the first inversion in neo-soul. We like the third inversion. What's the third inversion, Jay? We'll take this E flat and put it here. All right, that's the second inversion. What's the third inversion, Jay? Take this G, take the note on the bottom here. We still keep the C in the root now. We're still keeping the C in the root. Take this G and put it up in the higher notes. Now we have a minor 9 that looks more like what we'd like to see in neo-soul. Just like this. Yes. So that's the minor 9 we'd like to see in neo-soul. Why do we like to see that? Because the special attributes of this awesome neo-soul is this. When you stretch this out and have two notes like this, this is what's called dissonant, because it's ugly. Think of dissonant as ugly. Think of melodic. It's just, so here it is right now. But this little D just added some ugliness, which gives you the grit of hip hop, which gives you the grit of neo-soul. Grit, grit, grit. It's minor 9. We'd like to play our minor 9s like this. What's your first assignment? Remember every single minor 9. All right, so let's just go over every minor 9 right now. Here's the C minor 9. All right, this would be the, let's go a little lower. All right, this would be the C minor 9, D flat minor 9 or C sharp. All right, here's the D minor 9. Now, what am I doing? How do I know? All right, how do you go to the next? All right, I'm in C, right? And I want to go to the D flat minor 9 or the C sharp minor 9. I go up, 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 up. Just go up. So, yeah, your first assignment is to remember every single minor 9. So if I say A minor 9, you'll be like. All right. If I say G minor 9, A flat minor 9, B flat minor 9. All right. B minor 9. All right. C minor 9. Okay. So that's the minor 9, all right? So the thing about neo-soul, as what I taught on the DVD, you'll get a chance to see, is that the minor 9s are so beautiful. The reason why they're so beautiful is we can go. So pretty much the minor 9 is the root, the cuspid of all neo-soul and neo-soulish hip-hop grooves, because you can do so much with it. You can go in and out of the scales, all right? So now what I'm going to show you is the layered minor 9, which is very key to my style of playing, all right? So the layered minor 9 is, so right here. So layered minor 9 is this. Let's go back to our C minor 9. Let's go to a B flat minor 9. Woo! Look at that. You see how easy it is to make a song? Look at that. Look at that. Our root is always going to be at the bottom. Now, since we're talking about the root, let me show you little things that you can do on the root, all right? So far, all we've been doing was just playing this C minor 9, okay? But what we can do, we can stretch it out. We can do the octave. You didn't change anything. All you did was choose the octave, all right? That's all you did, C octaves. That's all you did. You still got your C minor 9. Now, one thing we like to add is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's to add the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4 interval. All right. We didn't do any different. The G is still in there. It's still a minor 9. Look at that. That's all we did. We can pull this out. We can pull this out. Still the same. You see, I still got my G right here. Still the same. Still the same. Now, what if we added this D? You know what? It's still a minor 9, buddy. Why? Because the D is right here. Here's our Ds. Look at these Ds flashing. Flashing. Now, the good part, I know it's a serious stretch. Pinky finger, first finger, thumb. Now, the beautiful thing of this minor 9 stretch here is it sounds pretty cool. Watch this. Half step up. Look at that. There we go. So we got different options to do on our left hand. We can do just regular like this, or we can do the octave, or we can add that fourth. Well, it's a fourth from C, but it's really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, adding the fifth. All right, so there we go. That's our minor 9. Now, here's a specialty of this minor 9, which you see me do. All right, this is called a rootless minor 9. Rootless and layer. Rootless and layer. What does rootless and layer mean, Jamal? Well, rootless means if it's a C minor 9, our root is the C. Rootless means we take out the C from this bottom-ish type of stuff, this bottom stuff. And we go over here and we play the minor 9 here. All right? We play the minor 9 here, but what I do, I layer with a B flat. All right? So it's kind of like a, this is what I like to do with my minor 9s. Same minor 9, I took the C out, but I just, look at that. So I kind of like add the B flat, and I cheat a little bit. I play the F and the G with my thumb, but you don't have to. So it changes the chord a little bit. This is like an E flat major 9 over a B flat, but the soul of it is still that minor 9. So the rule here is if you're playing a C minor 9, you're adding a C minor 9, you can play a B flat. All right? So See, right now it's rootless, so it's really an E flat major 7th. All right, but I want you to still think you're in a minor 9 because you're going to be playing that root. All right, so technically, yes, all you theory heads, yes, you are right. I'm playing an E flat major 7th, but I still want you to think when you add that root, play that minor 9. Now, what I do on that C minor 9 or that E flat, that B flat major 7th, we can call this an E flat major 7th without the C root. Okay, does that make sense? Because I still want you to hold fast to that C minor 9. So, bam, here we go here. And then I like to couple on top of this C minor 9 a B flat major. Here's a B flat major. And then I like to cluster it just a little. This makes it an E flat major 9 over B flat. Now, all right, let me show you something. Let me show you a C. Let me show you. Here's back to our original. All right. C minor 9, G minor 9, B flat minor 9, and then F minor 9. Here's what it sounds like clustered. Woo! Notice I'm going blip. Look at that waterfall blip. I'm going waterfall blip. So basically, I'm playing this for you theory heads. I'm playing the E major 7th. For you just learning this, still think of it as C minor 9. I just took that root out. So, and then I'm layering it with this B flat. So now, so basically, if you want to think of it, this E flat major 7th down here, or this C minor 9, just layer it with this bottom one. So if this bottom one is B flat, then layer it with the B flat. This bottom one is F, layer it with the F. This bottom one is A flat, layer with A flat. All right, and this bottom one is the E flat, layer it with the E flat. All right, you got that? So look how beautiful it sounds when we do the waterfall, waterfall, waterfall. Here we go. Look at that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Yes, sir. That's the waterfall. Let me show you that again because I know it's a little difficult. I said I'm in C minor 9. I took the root out, just completely took that root out. I'm gonna leave that for the bass player or my Moog bass or whatever my synth bass is. Leave that for the bass player, okay? Take the C out, leave that for him. This makes it, for you theory heads, an E flat major 7th. For you guys that wanna still think of that minor 9, it's still a C minor 9 without the root in it, all right? And then I layer, you layer this E flat major 7th with a B flat major. This whole chord together is a E flat major 9 over a B flat. All right. There we go. So E flat major 9 over a B flat. C sharp major 9 over a B flat. B flat major 9 over F sharp. B flat major 9 over F. And we just go on like that. Waterfall technique. Woo! All right, I took a lot of time for this minor 9 because it's very important in neo soul. Minor 9.